Welcome back, girls. Today, in this class, we will see the English grammar topic, that is, types of sentences. So, let's begin our class. Before I explain you the types of sentences, we will see what is sentence. A group of words that make a sense is a sentence. And now we will see types of sentences. There are four types of sentences. Assertive, that is declarative sentence, interrogative sentence, imperative sentence, and explanatory sentence. So first we will be saying assertive or declarative sentence. A sentence that states or declares something is called an assertive or declarative sentence. Example: there is a huge swimming pool at my school. It is a complete sentence. Second, my father gave me a set of Nordis comic. The second is interrogative sentence. So here a sentence in which a question is asked is called an interrogative sentences. It always ends with a question mark. Children, you all know that how the question is, and at the end what punctuation we have to put. So for this example, how far is the airport from the railway station? That is question. We don't know how far the airport is. What are the ingredients of this dish? Again, it is a question. Third is imperative sentence. That is a sentence through which an order is given or a request is made or a suggestion or advice is given, called as imperative sentence. Children, in this sentence a request, a suggestion, an order or advice is given. Okay, whenever if in the sentence you will find this type of given sentence, so it is imperative. So for example, may I borrow your notebook for a day? So it is a request. Throw the garbage in the dustbin. So it is an order. And the last one is exclamatory sentence. So a sentence that expresses the feeling of joy, sorrow, surprise, wonder, or contempt, it called as explanative sentence. Example: how cold it is today. Children, you can see the mark. What exclamatory mark is there? Oh, we lost it. So these are the four sentences. You have to write this sentence definition in your grammar copy. Now just the key words of this sentence. You have to remember these key words to learn to remember the which type of sentence it is. First is declarative or assertive sentence, means tell something and end with a period, that is full stop. Interrogative sentence, ask a question and end with a question mark. Then third, exclamatory sentence, shows strong feeling and end with a exclamation mark. Imperative sentence, give a command, order, advice, and end with an period or an exclamation mark. You can see this all things you have to write in your grammar copy. Now few more sentences we will see. This also you have to write in your grammar copy. First one is Revati was a student of music. The second, the flowers were big and brightly colored indeed. They were requested to believe her. So these are the complete sentence. So we can know that this is assertive or declarative sentences. Now in second you can see, wasn't Revati a student of music? That is question mark is there. How can we doubt her? And do plants have ears? So these are interrogative sentence because question is asked here. Please believe me. Let us watch the fun. Sit straight. Excuse me. These are all request, appeal, commands, suggestion, etc. So such sentences are called imperative sentences. How big and bright the flowers were. What a surprise. Ah, what beautiful music that is. At the end you can see which mark, that is exclamation mark is there. So this sentence that express strong feeling, they are called exclamatory sentences. This also you have to write in your grammar copy. Now assignment, this also you have to write in your grammar copy. State the kind of the sentences. So these are 8 sentences. You have to recognize which type of sentence it is. Now we will go to writing skill. That is, first topic is letter writing. In letter writing, children, we can see 2 types of letter, formal letter and informal letter. So today I'll be explaining you both the letters, but in the copy you have to write only one letter, that is informal letter. So first one is, you can see both the format, how you have to write, which side you have to write. Okay, so I'll be explaining you formal letter. Formal letters are addressed to official authorities, would-be employers, newspaper editors, and the like. Such letter required specific and formal wording. Okay, we can't, in this we can't write dear, hello. Okay, they are brief and to the point to point we have to write here. However, emotions and opinions should be expressed through proper word. The block format must be used while writing formal letter too. In addition to other component, the recipient address, subject of the letter, and the reference, that is if any, have also been mentioned here. So you can see the format how you have to write. If you have to write in a proper order, and you have to use emotions and opinions in a proper words. Now we will see what is informal letter. Informal letter are written to people whom you know well or are close to you. They include letters to parents, brothers and sisters, cousins, nieces and nephews, uncles and aunts, grandparents, friends. The style of this letter is casual, as if you are conversing with them. Okay, if we are talking with them. Hence, you must use simple vocabulary. Emotions and opinion should be expressed through proper word. Here also, emotion and opinion should be expressed through proper words. The block format must be used while writing the letter. In this format, all the components of the letter are aligned to the left margin of the page. You have to start writing the letter with a left margin. The body of the letter is single space, but paragraphs are separated by double line space. Okay, when you will start with a new paragraph, you have to separate by double line space. While writing on rule paper, a line can be left behind paragraph. One line should be you have to leave. to indicate the beginning of a new paragraph. There is no punctuation at the end of each line in the address. Punctuation may be within the address if there are any. Example, Cooperative Housing Society, CHS, or after the name of a person. Okay, after the name you are writing, that time also the comma in the date is after you mention the month. Okay, example, 3rd September, then comma you have to give 2020. There is a comma or a colon after the salutation. Okay, example, salutation means dear Meena, comma, or dear Meena, colon. At the end there is a comma in the complimentary clause. That means yours faithfully, you have to use comma. Your loving daughter, you have to use comma. So children, this points also you have to write. This format also you have to write in your grammar copy. That is the other side of it. You have to make the writing skill part, and there you have to write the letter. Now we'll see what is informal letter. That is, write a letter to your cousin congratulating him or her on his or her brilliant success in the SSC examination. So children, you can see just now I have explained to you, in your left side you have to write after date just comma, then dear Neha, comma, then after paragraph you have to leave one line, then next paragraph leave line, and the last your loving cousin, again comma, and you have to write your name. So I'll be reading this letter. 16 Koregaon Park, Pune 411005, then comma, 29 July, comma, 2020. Dear Neha, hearty congratulations on this wonderful success! Exclamation mark. We are all extremely happy to know that you have come out with flying colors in the SSC examination. I know that I have already called you and congratulated you. However, I felt that there should be something for the record, which you can pin up in your room along with the other congratulatory notes. Hence, this letter to tell you frankly, this news came as no surprise. We know how hard you have worked and how you topped every exam that you appeared for. We are all really proud of you. Uncle and aunt must be really thrilled. We will be visiting you soon to congratulate you in person. Till then, bye. Your lovingly cousin. After the comma, and you have to write your name. Children, this all topics, that is grammar topic and this writing skill topic, you have to make one grammar copy separate. You have to write whatever grammar portion I am giving here and in your PDF file. Okay, one more file I am sending, so don't get confused. And in the same copy, the other part you make writing skill, and in that you have to first of all write the format part for formal letter and informal letter, and in that you have to write informal letter. Till then, children, next class we will again see a new topic of grammar. Today, this is for today's. Thank you.